All right, coming next to the stage, the beer is here. Please start clapping for Jason Bierfeld.
Hello, everybody. Hello. I don't know how many of y'all have ever taken a comedy class before, but here at Flappers, the two rooms are named after Statler and Waldorf. You know, those two Muppets in the balcony that yell at them and tell them how unfunny they are? Yep, it's exactly like comedy class. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, man, nothing is more humbling than when the day of your show, you get your final EDD check. No, not because you got a job, it ran out. And that's what happened today. It's Sunday, so file if you haven't filed, folks. No, I recently got unemployed, and I've learned a few things in the past few months, especially about LinkedIn. I have some new insights. You know, because LinkedIn, it's worse than all the dating apps. You basically swipe right on a bunch of good-looking jobs, but none of the same ones you ever hear back from. You know, what better way to start off a relationship than feeling unwanted, undervalued, and like your standards are too high? Well, but you know, at least on Tinder, if you get lucky, you might get a blowjob. But on LinkedIn, you're just hoping for a job that doesn't blow. And you know, of course, if you're not into commitment, I guess you could go freelance. But that's like friends with no benefits. Seriously, no 401k, no PTO, no free office supplies. But you know, everybody knows you got a side gig and they're okay with that. Aw, baby, you're my favorite boss. Okay. So, you know, and me and my girlfriend, we recently celebrated our 10th anniversary. Now, people are always asking me, you know, she's amazing. I mean, and I agree, she's beautiful, smart, funny, and all the things. But they're always asking me, why haven't you married yet? Go on and ask me. Why haven't you married yet? All right. I'll admit it. I'm scared. No, not of commitment of her. See, she may look like a beautiful doll, but she's more like Megan and Annabelle and a little bit of Chucky thrown in. See, basically, I'm an easily startled person, and she loves to take advantage of this. Yes, she loves to scare me. And especially when I'm in great mortal peril, like, you know, standing on a stepladder, working with power tools, holding a pickle jar. But, yeah, and so you know that saying that they say at all the weddings, 1 Corinthians 13? I guess it's a Bible verse, not a saying. Memorize your act before you get up there. Yeah. So, you know, they say love is patient, love is kind, love shall not scare the shit out of your partner at 3 a.m. And that's exactly what she did the other day. I get up in the middle of the night to go pee, and she waits outside the door and just jumps out and screams at me. And I'm like frustrated and spinning around, and now I can't sleep. And finally, I calm down. My eyes are about to shut, and I just hear, tee-hee-hee. That's right, her giggle, as she replays over and over her perfect scare. No, give it up for Jana. She's amazing. She's the love of my life. You know, and I honestly don't know what I would do without her. I mean, if she were to go before me, because seriously, she'd ghost me. She would totally ghost me. Every time I dropped a glass or fell off a ladder, I'd know it was her trying to express her undying love for me. After all, my boo likes to boo. Hashtag blessed. Tee-hee-hee. But speaking of jobs, I remember my first job. It was for Amblin Entertainment, where they made Raiders of the Lost Ark and Back to the Future, all those great movies. Yeah. And when I was working there, you know, I kind of kept the lights on. Because every morning I turned them on, photocopied, and passed out the paychecks. So one of my first assignments was to deliver a package to Steven Spielberg's office, and I was so excited. So I race up the stairs, and I'm like, I've got a package for Mr. Richard Dreyfuss, for Mr. Spielberg. They reacted exactly like you are. And they're like, oh, thank God you don't talk that way. That's why it was another 24 years before I took a comedy class. Oh man, but this time of year it really gets you thinking about family. And you know, my family lives far away. They live in Texas. Gosh, I didn't think this would be so hard to talk about. You know, they've been through a lot, and it gets to a point where you have to tell them that they can't do everything, you know, without your help. So I bet a lot of you can relate to this. Oh man, I didn't think it'd be this tough. You know, maybe this would be better expressed in song. So this is called Most Frustrating Time of the Year. My parents are trying to update their iPhone and they forgot their Apple ID. It's the most frustrating time of the year. Apple updates are coming, parent phone call is numbing, they forgot the password, oh dear. Why couldn't their handwriting be more clear? 'Cause it's the most frustrating time on the phone for hours 9. Try the dog's name one more time. Yes, it's the most frustrating time of the year. Thank you. Love you, Mom and Dad. Love you, Jana. Thank you, everybody.